Nomos is one of those brands that has a very clear and distinctive design language. Not only are they minimalist Bauhaus style watches, but they're all very dressy looking. You know how some people say that dive watches should not be worn with formal attire due to the sportiness of them? Well, this Nomos Ahoy challenges that watch rule. And in my opinion, this may be one of those all-rounder watches. But by no means is this watch perfect. Stick around so we can dive deeper into this watch. Originally released in 2013 and updated with the smaller case sizes and updated with the Neomatic movement in 2017, the Ahoy line was Nomos' first high water resistance, 200 meters, watch line designed specifically as sports watches. The two models we will be taking a look at today are the Ahoy Neomatic 38 Date Sky and Sand. As soon as I took these out of the package, I was quickly reminded of their Tangente line. Crazy to think this very elegant looking piece is water resistant to 200 meters. The Ahoy is now available with a diameter of 38.5 millimeters. The lug-to-lug on this one measures 48.7 millimeters. It's 9.9 millimeters thick and weighs in at only 58 grams. For the first time, this watch is being offered with the innovative and super slim Neomatic caliber DUW6101. The entire case of this watch, just like many other Nomos watches, is entirely polished and made of 316L stainless steel. It for sure takes some getting used to, especially in a sports watch, but like I said earlier, this is a very dressy sports watch that breaks the mold of the traditional sports watch style. On the side of the case, we find the crown guards that offer additional protection, and a red warning ring is visible when the signed 5.3mm crown is not fully screwed in, ensuring the high water resistance of 200 meters. When Nomos, it's all about the little details, and you really need to check out one in person to appreciate them. These two new dials are very subtle, and I'll be honest, I personally wouldn't pick these colors. I will pick a different one, but nonetheless, the sky blue dial looks very clean. It has this very soft blue hue, and the sand color dial almost appears to have this salmon-like appearance. What I do appreciate about both models are the match color date wheels, and that orange second sand plays with both dials very well and add a splash of sportiness to the otherwise very dressy dials. By the way, both dials are protected by a clear AR-coated sapphire crystal, and the same treatment was given to the back of the watch. Crazy to think that this watch is sub 10 millimeters and has a clear display case back. In typical dive watch style, the watch of course has Super Luminova Lume. It's been applied on the hands and indices, and although the real estate of the places it was applied on is relatively small, they glow very bright and really deliver. The watch on my 6 and 7/8 inch wrist wears very comfortable, especially given the crazy lightness of the watch. One big surprise for me though were these 20mm fabric straps. According to Nomos, they are sourced and tailored made in France, and the feel of this textile is unlike any other nylon strap I've ever experienced before. It has this tactile feel to it, very similar to rubber, and it's extremely supple. I also like the Nomos sign buckle as it acts like a strap keeper. Overall, the strap is very well constructed and the colors really blend in with the hue of the dials. The watch is powered by their in-house DUW6101 automatic movement that features their patented date mechanism. The caliber has a power reserve of 42 hours, beats at 21,600 beats per hour, has 27 joules, and it's decorated very nice. Now here's a little recommendation. Do yourself a favor, and whenever you buy a Nomos, make sure you buy it with the display case back. Also impressive is the Nomos swing system, as it ensures the high precision of the movement. Their proprietary escapement, denoted by its tempered blue balance spring, is accompanied by several watchmaking characteristics typical of glow-suited timepieces, such as 3/4 plate, ribbing polish, tempered screws, all of which highlight engineering and watchmaking of the highest standard, if I'm being honest. Look, for a price of $4,500, you get a quality piece from an independent watchmaker that's located in the same town as Longa in Glasuto Original. Sure, the watch is not perfect. I personally would like to see some brushing on the case and more rounded edges around the crown guards, as interacting with the crown felt a little hard at times. Look, I won't talk about the long lugs because Nomos is well aware of this situation. I personally spoke to them and they told me, in their own words, that that's their design ethos and won't be changing that aesthetic anytime soon. Nomos really pride themselves in creating exceptional timepieces that over-deliver in every aspect. I'm personally a very big fan of Nomos, and I'm not entirely sure this Ahoy is for me, but I did recently acquire another model, so expect a video on that real soon. Let me know your thoughts on Nomos and more specifically this Ahoy model. As always, be safe out there and stay humble.